To the human eye, the Pacific Ocean still looks peaceful, but beneath this sea, the balance is already beginning to change. Inside the upper ocean, warmth begins to gather, forming the first quiet signal of El Niño. El Niño is not a single wave in the sea. It is a warm ocean pattern spreading silently through the Pacific.
The Pacific Ocean is layered like a living system, and when the surface sea grows too warm, the deeper balance begins to weaken.
This warmth does not crash through the sea. It expands quietly, changing the Pacific Ocean one layer at a time.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the smallest coral movements reveal how warmth begins to press against life.
In the sea, behavior changes before disaster becomes visible, and the Pacific Ocean records every movement. Before storms shift across the planet, the first signal begins here, among the smallest life in the Pacific Ocean Sea. The Pacific Ocean Sea is warming from above, but the next question is what this warmth will do to the winds above the water.
The Pacific Ocean Sea is no longer only storing heat, it is beginning to guide the air above the water.
The warmer the Pacific Ocean Sea becomes, the more the sky above it begins to build new patterns. Even beneath the surface, the Pacific Ocean Sea reflects the change above it, as warmth connects water, sky, and life. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, life begins to adjust before the full force of El Niño is seen.
From this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the signal is no longer hidden underwater. It is now rising into the sky and moving outward.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, life is still moving, but the rhythm of the water has already begun to slow.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, warm water is no longer trapped where it once belonged. A clear sea can look peaceful, but in the Pacific Ocean, fewer nutrients can mean less life.
The Pacific Ocean Sea releases heat into the air, and the air begins building new weather. When the sea changes, the sky does not remain still. The ocean engine has not stopped, but across this Pacific Ocean Sea, its rhythm has changed.
Inside this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, life follows currents that are no longer behaving as they once did.
What begins below the 4K Pacific Ocean sea surface now reaches into the sky above it.
The warm Pacific Ocean Sea has become a signal, and the atmosphere has begun to respond.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea is now shaping the first chapter of global disruption.
The weakened winds above have changed the water below, and the Pacific Ocean Sea now carries that stress through life itself.
As this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea warms and spreads, the next impact will be felt by the life that depends on it.
The trade winds have weakened, the warm sea has spread, and now the Pacific Ocean's living world must face the pressure.
Now the warm Pacific Ocean Sea reaches the living world, and the first pressure is felt beneath the waves.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, coral survives by balance, and El Niño begins to press against that balance.
The sea still glows with color, but the Pacific Ocean is no longer feeding the reef with the same strength.
Across this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, small fish begin to move because the water around them has changed.
In the Pacific Ocean Sea, clear water can hide a dangerous truth when the smallest life begins to disappear. Before the larger animals suffer, the first change begins here, in the smallest drifting life of the 4K Pacific Ocean Sea.
When warm Pacific Ocean seawater reduces the rising nutrients, the food chain begins to weaken from the bottom.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, hunger does not arrive as a single moment. It spreads through movement. The Pacific Ocean Sea is one connected system, and a change at the surface reaches life below.
Even near the reef floor, this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea carries the pressure of warming water. As the Pacific Ocean Sea warms, life searches for shade, depth, and every small refuge the reef can offer. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, when small fish scatter, larger hunters must follow the change. The Pacific Ocean Sea begins rearranging the paths of hunters, prey, and every creature between them. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, warmth changes not only where life feeds, but where life can remain. The ocean is becoming divided, and every layer of the Pacific Ocean Sea now carries a different risk. Coral does not need to vanish overnight. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, stress can begin with a fading color. The Pacific Ocean Sea is still alive, but El Niño begins to lower the energy of the reef. When the sea changes, survival may mean leaving familiar waters behind. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, even a school can begin to lose its shape when the ocean's rhythm changes. The living sea below and the changing sky above are now part of the same El Niño story. Across this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the absence of movement becomes as important as the movement itself. The Pacific Ocean Sea changes slowly, but every animal moving through it must respond immediately. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, beauty remains, but abundance begins to thin. A reef inside the 4K Pacific Ocean Sea depends on movement, and when movement weakens, life waits. The open Pacific Ocean Sea can look endless, but during El Niño, it can also become strangely empty. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, movement becomes a gamble between heat, hunger, and survival. Even when life finds another reef, the Pacific Ocean Sea carries the same warm pressure with it. The stress of the 4K Pacific Ocean Sea reaches into places the eye almost misses. When the sea holds less food, every feeding movement costs more energy. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the food web does not break all at once. It loosens strand by strand. The Pacific Ocean Sea reveals the chain of life through layers, and every layer now feels the warmth. This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea remains beautiful, but beauty does not mean the system is safe. The Pacific Ocean Sea carries stress below and sends signals above. El Niño does not need to erase life at once. In the 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, it changes where life can thrive. The deeper sea may offer cooler water, but it also changes the rules of feeding and survival. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, escaping warmth can mean leaving abundance behind. The Pacific Ocean Sea becomes a narrowing space where life must choose between light, food, and temperature. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, stress changes not only where animals go, but how they meet each other. Even the strongest hunters in the Pacific Ocean Sea depend on the smallest drifting life.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea shows the food web without words, from invisible life to visible struggle.
The Pacific Ocean Sea has stressed its living world, and now the warmth begins to move rainfall across the sky.
The Pacific Ocean Sea has stressed its living world, and now the warmth begins to move rainfall across the sky.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, life below and rain above are connected by the same warmth.
The Pacific Ocean Sea is not silent because nothing is happening. It is silent because life is adjusting under pressure.
As the living sea adapts, the next signal rises into the air, where rain will shift and drought will spread. From this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the pressure now moves beyond marine life and into the movement of clouds. The Pacific Ocean Sea has changed beneath the waves, and next, the rain begins to move, and distant lands will feel the ocean's heat. The warm Pacific Ocean Sea has stressed the life beneath it, and now the sky will carry that disruption outward. From this 4K Pacific Ocean sea, rain begins to move away from its old rhythm. The Pacific Ocean Sea gives the sky heat and moisture, and the sky begins to build rain in new places.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, one area receives heavy rain while another waits beneath a silent sky.
The rain falls back into the sea, but the pattern that created it is already moving outward. El Niño does not make the whole ocean sky wet. It shifts where the Pacific Ocean Sea sends its moisture. Across this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, warmth chooses where clouds rise and where clouds fail to form.
Even beneath the 4K Pacific Ocean Sea surface, the movement of rain above becomes part of the ocean's story.
The ocean now carries two signals at once: heavy rain over one sea region and dryness over another. The Pacific Ocean Sea becomes the path of a moving climate signal.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the shadows of clouds reveal where the atmosphere is being rearranged.
The warmer Pacific Ocean Sea feeds stronger clouds, but it also pulls rainfall away from its usual places.
Over this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, rain is no longer evenly shared by the sky. A few miles across the sea can separate a flooded sky from an empty one. In the dry side of this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, even the water column feels still and exposed.
The living sea moves through the same boundaries that shape rain above it.
Where the Pacific Ocean Sea gives warmth to the sky, rain can fall harder and longer.
The 4K Pacific Ocean Sea becomes a reservoir of energy for clouds that grow beyond their normal limits.
El Niño can make one sky overflow while another sky is left waiting. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, drought begins not with dust, but with clouds that fail to form.
The sea remains full of water, yet the sky above it can still become dry.
Across the 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, one connected body of water can create very different skies. Even underwater, the Pacific Ocean Sea can reveal where rain gathers and where dryness remains.
The 4K Pacific Ocean Sea does not separate climate from life. It carries both through every current.
Rain moves across this Pacific Ocean Sea like a shifting line between abundance and absence.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea shows the pattern without words. Rain moves, and dryness spreads behind it.
The Pacific Ocean Sea is now a moving stage, where wet and dry patterns trade places. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the absence of rain becomes its own kind of warning. When the sky above the sea stays empty, the water below can grow warmer and quieter. The living world inside this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea must adjust to heat from above and hunger from below.
The Pacific Ocean Sea carries one story below the waves and another above them, but both are driven by the same warmth.
Where the 4K Pacific Ocean Sea feeds the clouds, rainfall can become heavier than the landscape beyond the ocean is ready to receive. The rain begins above the sea, but the consequences will not stay above the sea.
The Pacific Ocean Sea remains the engine, even when the rain it creates moves far beyond the horizon.
While one path carries rain away from the Pacific Ocean Sea, another path is left under a sky that gives nothing back.
Drought is not only cracked ground. Over this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, it begins as missing clouds.
The dry sky above and the warm sea below become two pressures on the same living ocean. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, dryness above the water can deepen the stress within the water. Across the Pacific Ocean Sea, El Niño draws a line between too much rain and not enough. This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea connects the extremes, turning warmth into imbalance.
The ocean does not choose disaster, but when the Pacific Ocean Sea shifts, the atmosphere must follow.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, warmth rises, rain falls, and the cycle grows stronger.
From above, the clouds look powerful, but below them, the 4K Pacific Ocean Sea is still the source.
The sea below has changed the rhythm, and the sky now plays unevenly above it.
The Pacific Ocean Sea keeps its warmth after the rain moves on, preparing the next shift in weather.
Every rainfall pattern above this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea leaves a trace beneath the surface. The ocean current carries heat, the sky carries rain, and El Niño connects them both. Now the shifting rain becomes only part of a larger disruption rising from the Pacific Ocean Sea. This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea is no longer only moving rain, it is feeding larger atmospheric consequences. Rain moves, drought spreads, and the Pacific Ocean Sea continues sending heat into a restless planet. The 4K Pacific Ocean Sea now holds the full chain: warm water, weak winds, stressed life, and moving rain. From this Pacific Ocean Sea, the rain has shifted and drought has spread. Next, the heat will rise into storms and global consequences.
From this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the heat now rises into storms, temperature, and global consequences.
The Pacific Ocean Sea has stored the heat, and now the sky begins to use it. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, warmth becomes energy, and energy begins to build storms. The storm above the sea is not separate from the ocean below. It is born from the heat rising out of the Pacific. Even beneath this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the storm leaves its pressure in light, current, and movement. The living world inside the Pacific Ocean Sea moves deeper as heat and weather intensify above. The 4K Pacific Ocean Sea feeds the rain, and the rain returns to the sea with greater force. Across this Pacific Ocean Sea, the storm expands because the warmth beneath it does not fade.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, extremes can exist side by side, connected by the same warm pattern.
The Pacific Ocean Sea may calm between storms, but the heat remains, waiting beneath the surface.
Inside this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, beauty hides the accumulated heat that keeps the disturbance alive.
The Pacific Ocean Sea is not only warmer at the surface, it is reorganized from the surface downward. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, storms above and hunger below are part of the same chain. The Pacific Ocean Sea does not need to destroy a reef at once. Sustained heat can weaken it day by day.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the cost of heat is written in small fading colors. When the Pacific Ocean Sea changes, even the hunters must follow a food web that no longer holds its old shape.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea still looks endless, but endless water does not always mean endless life.
The living sea below and the changing storm sky above are locked in one Pacific Ocean pattern.
Above this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the atmosphere grows more restless as heat continues to rise.
The Pacific Ocean Sea has moved from silence into force, and the consequences are expanding.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, heat, rain, wind, and cloud now move as one disturbed system.
The sea gives energy to the storm, and the storm gives motion back to the sea.
Beneath this 4K Pacific Ocean sea storm, life continues, but every movement becomes more demanding. The Pacific Ocean Sea carries the storm downward, turning surface violence into underwater stress. Even away from the storm, this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea remains part of the same heat-driven pattern.
The Pacific Ocean Sea does not only move storms, its warmth can lift the temperature of the planet.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, heat rises quietly, but its reach can extend far beyond the water. For life inside the Pacific Ocean Sea, warmth changes where safety, food, and survival can be found. This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea is still living, but its living systems are working harder than before.
As the Pacific Ocean Sea warms, movement becomes survival for creatures that once stayed close to home.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, one pressure rarely travels alone. The Pacific Ocean Sea keeps feeding the sky, and the sky keeps answering with stronger signals. Across this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the consequences spread in waves of cloud, rain, heat, and wind. What began as shifted rain over the Pacific Ocean Sea now grows into larger atmospheric force.
The 4K Pacific Ocean Sea carries the storm above into the behavior of life below.
In the Pacific Ocean Sea, the consequences of El Niño are felt as heat, shadow, hunger, and caution.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea changes the rules for prey and predator alike.
When the sea becomes less predictable, even power must travel farther. The storm moves on, but the Pacific Ocean Sea keeps the heat that helped create it. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, calm is no longer an ending, it is only a pause before the next response.
The Pacific Ocean Sea now holds many futures at once: storm, heat, drought, and shifting life.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea teaches that quiet water can still carry deep disruption. The global story returns to the reef, where the Pacific Ocean Sea records heat in living color. Every chapter of El Niño remains connected inside this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea.
The Pacific Ocean Sea is beautiful, but during El Niño, beauty and danger share the same horizon.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea has sent its warmth into the sky, into life, and into the planet's wider climate.
From one warm ocean pattern, the Pacific Ocean Sea has disturbed wind, rain, storms, heat, and life.
Beneath the 4K Pacific Ocean sea surface, the living world continues under the weight of a changed climate rhythm. After the force of storms and heat, the Pacific Ocean Sea becomes quieter, but the consequences remain. The Pacific Ocean Sea has shown its power, and now the question becomes what this connected planet can learn from it.
The storms have risen, the heat has spread, and the Pacific Ocean Sea has revealed one truth.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea shows that climate is not a single event, but a moving connection between water, wind, cloud, and life.
The Pacific Ocean Sea does not forget heat quickly. It carries warmth through time, current, and weather. Beneath this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, life continues, not untouched, but still moving through change. In the Pacific Ocean Sea, survival is not only resistance, it is adjustment, movement, and patience.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea reminds us that life can endure, but endurance is not the same as safety.
The Pacific Ocean Sea writes its history in coral color, in fish movement, and in every current that returns.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, balance does not return all at once. It begins in small movements.
The Pacific Ocean Sea is a layered world, and every layer depends on the others.
From the deep sea to the surface, the Pacific Ocean carries one connected climate story.
Above this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the sky begins to slow, but it still follows the memory of the water below.
A calm Pacific Ocean Sea is not an empty system. It is still exchanging heat, moisture, and motion with the world.
The winds over this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea may strengthen again, but the lesson of El Niño remains.
The Pacific Ocean Sea is always moving toward balance, even after balance has been disturbed.
Inside this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, recovery begins as motion slowly becomes familiar again.
The Pacific Ocean Sea connects reef to reef, current to current, and life to life across distances too large to see.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, life does not return to the past. It continues into the conditions the ocean gives it.
A reef is not separate from the Pacific Ocean Sea. It is a living expression of the sea's temperature, light, and current. The Pacific Ocean Sea is not simply water. It is connection made visible.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea joins the living world below with the moving atmosphere above.
Rain may weaken, clouds may thin, but the Pacific Ocean Sea still guides where moisture travels.
To understand El Niño, we must understand that the sea does not act alone, and nothing on Earth is truly separate.
The Pacific Ocean Sea is a climate engine, but it is also a mirror of planetary connection. Every descent into this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea reveals the same truth. The planet's systems are woven together.
The Pacific Ocean Sea breathes through currents, and when that breath changes, the world changes with it.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, the smallest life is connected to the largest climate pattern. The sea can recover in fragments, and those fragments matter. In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, adaptation is written in every turn of a fish school. The Pacific Ocean Sea is never only disaster, it is also persistence. From beneath the waves to the clouds above, this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea has carried the entire story. The same Pacific Ocean Sea we saw at the beginning now means something different.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea is not distant from the planet. It is one of the planet's deepest voices.
The ocean shapes the sky, and the sky returns to shape the ocean.
Beneath this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, every creature lives inside a climate system larger than itself.
The Pacific Ocean Sea teaches us that fragility and strength can exist in the same living world. One reef is small, but the sea that surrounds it is part of a planetary network.
To follow El Niño is to follow the Pacific Ocean Sea, from hidden warmth to global consequence.
The Pacific Ocean Sea is vast enough to seem silent, yet powerful enough to change the rhythm of Earth. El Niño may rise and fade, but the connection it reveals never disappears.
The Pacific Ocean Sea seeks balance again. But balance is always moving, never fixed.
In this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea, life continues not because the ocean is easy, but because life has always followed change. Every living place inside the Pacific Ocean Sea depends on forces far beyond its own horizon. The sea below and the sky above are never separate. They are one moving system. A single warm pattern in the Pacific Ocean Sea can travel through wind, rain, storm, reef, and life.
To watch this 4K Pacific Ocean Sea is to watch the planet breathing through water.
The Pacific Ocean Sea has shown us that Earth is not a collection of separate places, but one connected system. The story began with warmth in the sea, and it ends with a deeper understanding of what that warmth can mean.
Even when the Pacific Ocean Sea is calm, it is still shaping the future of wind, rain, and life.
This 4K Pacific Ocean Sea is more than a place. It is one of Earth's greatest climate forces. El Niño reminds us that the ocean does not need to shout to be heard across the planet.